What's happening, guys? What's up, Ralphie? How you doing, bro? Drive safe and have a fun day at work. I'm actually parked up right now, waiting to get loaded. I'm over here in Tar Heel, North Carolina. Second gear, what's up, brother? Gardy, what's up, Gardy? How's it going? It's going good. I'm parked up right now, waiting to be loaded. Hello, Chris, what's going on, man? We'll be here soon doing trucking today. Okay. Where you headed to? I'm actually I'm in North Carolina right now. This is funny, guys. This is actually my mother. Say hello to my mother, Junivan Maloney. That's my mother, guys. Hey, marvelous Marv. Hey, marvelous mom. How are you? But yeah, guys, that's my mom. Love you, mom. Factoring company. No, I don't use factoring. What's up from Canada, way up Jamaica? What's up, bro? Sean Blake, what's up? How you doing, Sean? Yeah, listen, guys, I'm gonna start doing some more live streams. So if your notifications are not on, turn them on, because this is gonna be a regular thing, man. I'm gonna start doing a lot more live streaming this year. That's one of my goals. So if your notifications are not on, turn them on. So when I do go live, you guys don't miss it. The last time I went live, I got a lot of comments in the comment section saying they missed the live stream. So if your notifications are not on, odds are you are gonna miss my live. So turn them on. Michael, how are you? I'm doing great, man. I'm just parked up right now, waiting to get loaded. So I figure I'd just hop on here real quick and just chop it up with you guys for a few. Listen, I'm able to go live on this camera right here, but for some reason, it's not allowing me to. So I do want to do like some POV. I actually have a couple cameras, so I could set up a camera outside the truck to do the live stream. Different angles, but I don't know what's going on with this. When I try to set it up with the DJI app to go live in YouTube, it's not working. So I just get on YouTube app itself and go live. Yeah. And there it is. They got a door for me right now. Hello? Hello? Or they want to stay mute. Hello?
Hey, can I get you to go to door 44, please?
Door 44, you want me to open up?
No, you can leave them closed.
Leave them closed. Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So you see that? You guys just gave me some good luck. I've been sitting here for almost 2 hours. The minute I get on YouTube live, I get a door. So door 44 it is. Let's go. What wheelbase? My truck's wheelbase is 300. 30 in a few days. You got it 1 year off, mommy. You got 1 year wrong. I ain't got no choice. Regardless of what happened in the chicken, I keep my head up. Smoking off them brakes. That's probably the reason why you sub to my channel, huh? Smoking, get off them brakes. Yeah, that video went crazy. I believe it's almost at 43 million views right now. So that's a big chunk of my subscribers right there, man. Just from that one video, I believe I got over 63,000 subscribers. So that's a big chunk of my subs right there. Yeah, I do use a load board. I have a couple brokers who I work with from time to time, but for the most part, yeah, I do use a load board. Happy Monday, Isaac. What's up, Don? Sean Blake. No, I'm not in the Northeast right now. I will be in the Northeast on Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there. I'm actually in North Carolina right now. What's up, Marv? That 379 live. What's good, man? 379 live. What's up, bro? Alright, so let's go back up on this door, man. You guys are actually messing up my content right now because I was actually filming some content. And a part of my filming is backing up on the door. Somebody asked me to back up on the door, so I was actually about to film it right now. But let's go back up on the door. And this place is very strict, so they require safety vests, otherwise they can't even check in. So I had to put it on to check in. What's up from North Carolina? Joshua, what part of North Carolina, man? No, I go all over. I used to go all over, not so much anymore. I do have a lane that I run pretty consistently going to the Northeast. That's why you guys always see me up in the New York area. But 500 miles is not my limit, man. I'll do 2,000 miles if I have to. It's just that for the most part, I stay in the same region. Okay, Hendersonville, you're up to 26. You're up in the mountains. You're by Saluda. I will be 39, not 40, 39. You're off by a year. Guys, y'all see that, right? My mother got my birthday wrong. I'll be 39 on Saturday. But she's saying I'm going to be 40. 39. Troy, what's up, Troy? Man, greetings from Italy. What's up, Italy? Shout out to all my subscribers over in Europe, man. I got a lot of subscribers in Europe. They've been checking in a lot lately. Where is door 44? Door 44. Somebody's on the door. So they told me to back up on 44, and this is what's going on 44 right now. So that's 44 right there, the red truck. So I guess I gotta sit around and see what happens, see if this guy's about to get off the door. We'll just wait for a minute. Maybe he's already loaded, and he's getting off the door right now. What's good, Georgia? OBS One, what's good, One? What's wrong with your truck, Troy? Yeah, man, I'm actually approaching 40, but I don't feel like it. I take care of my body, but I am approaching 40 though. Some days I feel like it. Okay, the intake came in bad. Okay. So when you get the truck back? should go knock on this door and see if this driver is loaded or what. They told me to back up on 44, but there's somebody sitting on 44 right now. Yeah, that's annoying, man. When your truck is just sitting in the shop and you don't know when you're going to get it back. That's no fun. Southeast Georgia, what's good, Jeffrey? Whereabouts in Georgia? Southeast, whereabouts? Southeast, is that over by Savannah? Where you at? Nah, man, we don't do lizards over here, Don. We don't do lizards, bro. Over here, we do Jesus. We don't do lizards. China, what's up, China, Don? Nah, man, we don't do lizards over here, man. We have respect and value for life. Lizards could go play around with somebody else, but not with this guy. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I started this channel. You know, a lot of my subscribers are not truckers, you know, but in these videos I try to educate the general population, the general public, you know, so that will make it a safer road for everybody, for us and for you guys. You know, I know a lot of you start out by hating truckers, but you also got to remember, every single item that you own came from a truck. All right, mommy, check you out. You got pulled over in Statesville. What happened? Did you get a ticket? Did you get a fine? Were you pulled over in the weigh station or just pulled over? Hey, Bobby, what's up, Bobby Williams? How you doing, bro? I'm doing great, man. Your dad's a real OG, Joshua. You've been trucking since '79. That's a real OG right there. Yeah. Let's go find out if this guy is done unloading or getting loaded. Let's go find out, man. So let's call him back right now. Sorry guys, I had Bluetooth connected to my truck. I just disconnected the Bluetooth, so you should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Let me call this shipper real quick and let them know they put me on the wrong door because somebody's on that door. door 44 is still occupied with a driver. He's got a red light still. Are you sure that's...
You said door 49?
No, 44. You told me to go to 44.
Hold on.
1 second, guys. And I'm pretty sure this truck on 44 is not close to being loaded yet because he just went on the door right before me. So I'm pretty sure he's not loaded yet. Khalif Abdul, what's up, brother? I'm pretty sure you can hear me now, though. Yeah, the Bluetooth was connected to my truck and I walked away. That's why you guys couldn't hear me. But I disconnected the Bluetooth, so you should be able to hear me now. So I've been sitting here waiting around now for almost 3 hours. I got here around 2:30.
How long you been waiting?
I've been here since 2:30.
Hold on.
You told your brother he should start a YouTube channel. That's a good idea, man. There's an audience out there for just about everything on YouTube, man. So, you know, I procrastinated for years about starting this channel, and I finally gave in about 6 months ago. And I'm glad I did, because here we are now. So where you guys checking in from? Let me see some locations, man. So she sent me on the wrong door, so I'm thinking she's trying to find another door for me right now. Columbus, Ohio. What's good, Columbus? Columbus, that's off the 71. Detroit, what's good, Detroit? Texas, Germany, Greenville, another Greenville. Got to go. All right, Troy, I'll catch you, man. Oregon, wow, you way out west. Alex, you way out there, man. There's still a truck on it. Do you want me to tell him to? You said 44, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I just got to wait till he get off the door then.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Guess I'll just wait till he get off the door. I want to send you some pictures of my dad, 359. Hey, you can send it to me on Instagram. Same @ on Instagram. Same @ on every platform. Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. What's good, Mississippi, Wisconsin? That's actually one of the states I've never been to before, Oregon. That's one of the few states I've never been to. But I told myself I'm going to get out there this summer. Those little states in the corner right up top there, Oregon, Washington, North and South Dakota. Which other states? Nevada. I've never been to Nevada. And I think those are the only few states I've never been to. I do have a Facebook, but I'm more active on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I barely use my Facebook. I just started posting stuff on there recently. Right back at you, Joshua. Have a blessed day, my brother. keep up the good videos. I'm definitely gonna try to keep them coming. I'm actually recording right now. You know, I just took a little break just to hop on live, chop it up with you guys real quick. But I'm actually recording content right now today, so I should have a video up by Wednesday, hopefully. Try to finish recording maybe tomorrow, do some editing on Tuesday, and I'll hopefully have a video up by Wednesday. My challenge is sometimes when I'm on the road and I try to upload these videos, they take forever. So I got to be home on Wi-Fi. So normally when I get home, I have about 3 or 4 videos to upload. You know, so I try to space them out a couple of days apart. I don't want to just upload 2 videos in one day or back to back, you know. So I do try to space them out a little. I've been an owner-operator for 12 years. Man, I'm still waiting on this door. This guy is probably sleeping or something, man. What's good, Canada? What part of Canada? Are you on the French-Canadian side, or are you over in Toronto? Where you at? Yeah, 379 is a good truck. You know, as long as you take care of it. It is expensive to maintain these trucks, but it's just never ending. There's always something to do. But for the most part, you take care of it, and it'll take care of you. Sean, what's good, Sean? Ryan, what's good, Ryan? Watching from Canada. I see you. Guys, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here waiting on this door, man, but this guy's probably sleeping or something. I'm pretty sure they just called him and told him the door, his paperwork is ready, but he's still on the door, so I don't know. I might go knock on his door one more time. Yeah, but that Wi-Fi is normally pretty slow. If you go to a truck stop and you try to use the Wi-Fi, it's normally pretty slow. So I don't use truck stop Wi-Fi. I just answered that question, but I've been an owner-operator for 12 years now. What's good, Wyoming? Dakota Wolf, what's up, Wyoming? My first truck was actually this truck right here. You know, I hopped in this truck right here, fresh out of CDL school. It was a steep learning curve. You know, would I recommend it? Probably not. But here we are. Never had an accident, never had a moving violation, and well over 1 million safe miles. So it can be done, but it's just a steep learning curve. I wouldn't recommend getting into a truck like this with no experience, but I did. So if I could do it, you could do it too, but I wouldn't recommend it though. It's snowing in Wyoming. Yeah, it's snowing up in the Northeast too. That's why I was up in the Northeast over the weekend, and I decided to head south because I didn't want to get caught up in that snow. Because sometimes it's not driving in the snow that I'm worried about. You know, but when you're parked up and then you have 12 inches of snow on top of your truck that you got to clean, that's no fun. So I just booked a load and headed south over the weekend and went back home for the weekend. Listen, man, leasing onto a company, I don't recommend it. You know, I always recommend getting your own equipment. Leasing is a robbery in trucking, man. You know, that's just sum it up. It works for some guys, but I don't know how I feel about giving somebody 20 to 30% of my income off the top before I even see it. Yeah, you would never catch my truck being leased onto somebody else's company, man. I would never do that. You know, I have a clean DOT, clean MC number. So yeah, I don't do leasing, man. I've never leased onto a company ever. Masculine energy. 12 years. Man, let's go see if this guy is ready, man. I gotta get loaded. So I need to get on this door right here, but he's on the door right now, so let's see. I don't know. He's got a red light, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's in there sleeping, by the way. Hey, bro, did they call you? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, because they told me to go on this door, so I'm going to tell him it's the wrong door, because he in there sleeping, man. That dude was knocked out. He said he still got a red light. Your dad drove for 28 years. That's a long time. That's a long time to be trucking, man. All right, let's try this again, man. I'm going to call him and tell him they gave me the wrong door because this guy's not even loaded yet. And she sounds a little agitated, but so am I. Hey, I'm pretty sure you gave me the wrong door because this guy on 44 is not loaded yet.
What door did they say you need to go into?
44? Yeah, it's very hard to book load with a new authority, man. It's almost impossible nowadays. You're gonna basically get the scrap that nobody wants, and it's gonna be a struggle, to start out. But give it about 6 months to a year, and then you should start getting some decent loads. But for the most part, man, just starting out with a new authority, it's not easy. When I first started out, my authority was already established because I had a box truck business that I used to do prior to this. So my authority was already about 4 years old when I got out here, so it was no problem for me to find a load. All right, so now I'm blocking this guy behind me. He's got to get out. Pros and cons, be more specific. Pros and cons in regards to what? Hello? He still got a red light. Okay. Well, they're saying he's loaded and he should be off the door shortly, but he still has the red light, so until he gets a green light, he can't go anywhere. I know a couple guys who started out doing food service. It works for them, or worked for them. They're now owner operators themselves, but yeah, I know 2 guys off the top of my head that started out doing food service. It's a lot of work, but if you're willing to bust a sweat, it keeps you in shape. But I've never done food service work, so I can't really give you too much info on that. I started out with dry van and I bought me a reefer. I don't know much about food service. I know it's a lot of work though. Hot topic, working with the Russians. I don't really know much about that, but I know out of Chicago you have a lot of Russian brokers and truckers. SIP, what's up, SIP? SIP. I'm doing great, man. I don't have any anxiety driving a truck. You sent me a message on TikTok months ago. Alright, so here's the thing, man. On my TikTok, I have about 1,500 messages in my request box. And I'm very careful about answering to messages on my TikTok. Because here's the thing. I respond to a few messages and listen, I'm all about interacting and talking to my followers and my subscribers. But when you have a bunch of people just randomly sending you videos every day, that's not why I respond to your message, you know. So sometimes I gotta be careful who I respond to, because then it opens up the door for somebody to just message me at random, just sending me a bunch of random videos. And you know, I'm on there to post content, man. I'm not on there to watch a bunch of videos that you find interesting, you want to send to me. You know, so sometimes it gets overwhelming, you know, when you get on there and I have 40, 50 new messages and I get in there and it's just a bunch of videos, you know, I don't have the time on my hands for that. So I do probably have about, I want to say about 12 to 1,500 messages right now in my request box. And I go through them and I try to answer to a couple every now and then, but the reality is, man, I can't answer to every single message in my request box. So if you're trying to send me a message on TikTok, there's a long list of messages that I still haven't responded to. For the most part, I see the messages, but a lot of those messages, man, are just people waving at me. I'm not going to respond to a wave. You know, if you want to wave at me or say, you could do that in the comment section, and I'll respond to a wave in the comment section. But if you wave at me in my inbox, there's a very high possibility I'm not going to answer to it, because that just opens up the door for somebody to just keep messaging you every day. And I just, like I said, it's not that I wouldn't want to talk to somebody, but when you have over 1,000 messages in your request box, I can't keep up with that every day, you know. Delivering to New York, it all depends where in New York, man. If you're delivering in the city or on Long Island, it all depends where in New York. I get in and out of the Bronx pretty easy. If I'm going into the Bronx market, I could get in and get out. The trick is you got to get in early in the morning or late at night. Now, if you're trying to get into the Bronx at 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. in the daytime, good luck. There's going to be cars double parked on the side of the road, and there's going to be a lot of traffic, and there's going to be chaos. It's going to look just like it looked in that short that I posted. You know, a lot of these guys think that when they see the short, they say, hey, why don't you just run these cars over? I mean, I run them over, and then what? I got to pay for it? You know, so that's not the solution, man. If you guys watch that video, the short, carefully, there was a car actually on my passenger side bumper in the front there. And if I move any further, I'm going to start pushing that car. Now, my bumper was $2,200. I'm not pushing no car with that. Sorry. But yeah, New York is it's tough, man. If you're not from that area, you know, I lived in Connecticut for 25 years, so New York was next door for me. So I'm used to New York. You know, I could get around New York with no GPS. You know, I know where I'm going. But it's tough delivering into New York. I went to Nets in Summers. That's where I got my CDL from. No, you can send me pictures on Instagram. I'm pretty sure somebody sent me some photos recently. There's a guy from Australia who sends me photos of trucks in Australia all the time. Like I said, I do respond to messages. You have a better shot getting through Instagram than TikTok. If you send me a message on TikTok, I can't really keep up with TikTok. I'll be honest with you guys, man. TikTok is a lot. You know, I have over 260K followers on there, and I get a lot of messages on there. So it's kind of hard to keep up with TikTok. How are reefer rates right now? Reefer rates are down, but I started the year pretty good. I did a pretty good round trip to Connecticut and back the other day. Actually, Massachusetts and back. It wasn't bad. I was out for 3.5 days round trip, a little over 1,600 miles, and I did about $6 grand, so that wasn't bad. That's a decent round trip. In this market, you know, a couple years ago, 2 years ago, that would have probably been about $8 grand. But the market has shifted, so you know, what can you do? Just got to adjust, you know. Shows an X on the picture sent. I'll check it out. Let me see. I'll get in my Instagram right now. Let's check it out right now. Alright, so what you want to do is send me a message on Instagram right now, and I will accept your message. Once I accept it, then you can send me pictures. You can't send me pictures until I accept your message. That's the reason why. So I'm in my Instagram request box right now. What's your name on Instagram? And my phone is super slow right here, by the way, because the service is terrible over here. What's the craziest thing I've seen on the road? Somebody unalive on the side of the road with a white sheet over their body. That's probably the craziest. I've seen a lot of fatal accident scenes, not the accident itself, but I've seen the aftermath. It's never pretty. Alright, I think I got your message, Robert. So I just accepted your message. So now you can send me a photo. That's a beautiful truck, man. This is what Robert's trying to show me. That's a beautiful truck right there. That's a bad truck right there, Robert. That's a beautiful truck, man. Looks like he's a cattle hauler. Yeah, that's a bad truck, Robert. It's a 6NZ Caterpillar under the hood. Yeah, that's a nice truck, man. Let me show y'all Robert's truck again, man. That's a bad truck, man. Let's zoom in on this truck right here. Matter of fact, let me download this image so I can zoom in on it. I'm trying to download it, but my phone is so slow because over here is a bad reception. Alright, I saved the photo. So now that we saved it, let me show y'all Robert's truck, man. That's a bad truck right there. You should start doing some content, bro. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there who would love to watch you haul some cattle, man. Oh, that's your dance truck. Okay. Sorry about the passing of your father, man. Yeah, that's a bad truck, man. Now it's up to you to carry on the legacy, man. Yeah, that's a beautiful 359 right there. Sorry for your loss, Robert. My condolences to your family, man. Stay strong, brother. And And rest in peace to your dad, man. Now, I want to make sure I pronounce this right. Is it Scoos or Scoosie? 88. So, let me know. Is it Scoos? Press 1 if it's Scoos. Or is it Scoosie? Press 2. Let me know. I'm pretty sure it's one of those pronunciations. Or Scouts. How you say it? Because I do come across you a lot in my comment section. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Hey guys, I'm still waiting for a door. I don't know what's going on over here, but okay, you're from Liverpool, so you're British. So okay, I got you. Got you. Alright, so it's a British pronunciation. I got you. Shout out to all my subs overseas, man. Hey driver, what's up, Marco? Man, they killing me right now. Now this guy, look at, this is what's happening in front of me, guys. This is what's happening in front of me. I'm trying to get on the door right here where this red truck is, but now I'm blocking the door because this guy needs to put a trailer on this door next to me. So that's what's happening right now. And it all started with somebody giving me some wrong information. That a young lady called me and said, go to door 44. I get over here and 44 is occupied. You know, I don't really, I like aluminum fenders. I'm actually going to change my fenders, but I prefer the aluminum fenders over the fiberglass. This truck is actually going in for a full exterior restoration later on this year, sometimes probably during the spring, maybe the end of the summer this year, but I'm shooting for the spring. But I want to get a custom paint job. It's going to be a black cherry pearl. It's going to match the interior. As you guys can see, I already had the interior done, but I want to get the exterior done next. I was supposed to do the exterior first, but I did it backwards. I did the interior first. Come on, man, I just want to get on the door. I just want to get loaded and get back to Charlotte tonight at a decent time. So right now I'm about 2.5 hours from Charlotte. So when I get loaded, I gotta drive about 2.5 hours to go back, park up my truck for the night, and this load is coming off tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. What about Maine? I've been to Maine several times, man. Texas, yeah, I come to Texas. So now the broker is calling me. Hello? I'm still waiting on the door. So yeah, they told me to back up on the door, but there's a truck on the door, and I've been sitting here waiting for about 20-30 minutes. And I called them twice, and they told me to just hang tight, I guess. Yeah, but I'm still waiting on door 44. All right, sounds good. Yep. Yeah, that's a nice truck, man. That's a nice paint job, nice color scheme. You know, when I first bought the truck, I didn't care for the two-tone, but it kind of grew on me. I realized that it was different. You know, you don't see many trucks out here with this color scheme, so it grew on me after a while. But I'm definitely gonna go with one solid color, man. It's gonna be black cherry pearl. I might do some stripes on it, we'll see. But black cherry pearl is the color. How recent in Brunswick, PA? How recent? Berwick, PA. Have I been down to Fort Mill, South Carolina? That's funny. I actually parked my truck in Fort Mill. I live right at the border. I live right next to Fort Mill. I live in Charlotte, but I'm right next to Fort Mill. But I actually parked my truck in Fort Mill. Alright, so let's see how much longer I gotta wait for the door. At this point, I'm gonna call her and just ask her if she wanna put me on a different door. Yeah, black cherry pearl is a beautiful color, man. I actually saw this, it was gonna be blue. Initially I was gonna go blue, like a royal blue, a dark royal blue. But I saw this Canadian truck with this black cherry pearl color and I just fell in love. So I went as far as did the interior to match, so now we just gotta match up the exterior. 2 months ago, it's a possibility. I'm always in PA, man. I'm in PA almost every week. You know, most of the time when I leave home, I'm going north, so I normally go up to the northeast. So in order to get to Jersey or Connecticut or New York, I gotta go through PA. So I'm always in PA. Virginia, I travel Virginia a lot too. Yeah, Fort Mill is a nice town, man. It's got some really nice houses in Fort Mill. Not too far from where I live down the street. They have a whole bunch of big old mansions down there. Man, I spend a lot of time I waste a lot of time sitting around getting loaded or unloaded. It's just reefer, man. That's what it is with reefer. When you haul refrigerated, because it's all temperature controlled, you know, you sit around and you wait for a long time, especially in the summertime. For example, if I'm hauling a frozen load right now, in the summertime it probably takes longer than in the wintertime. Because in the summertime, they'll have you back up on the door with your doors closed to maintain temperature. And when they're ready for you, they'll come outside and say, open up your door. As opposed to the wintertime, they'll just say, hey, back up, open up your doors and back up. You know, so you'll get loaded a lot faster in the wintertime. First time on this channel, I've been studying 18 speed because of you. And Interstate Made Me. Yeah, Interstate Made Me has got some good content too. I actually subbed to his channel. And I'm rooting for him, man. We started around the same time, you know, but obviously my channel has grown a lot more since. But I actually enjoy his content. I'm subbed to his channel. I watch his videos, and I think he puts out really good quality content, you know. Especially a lot of guys out there who are company drivers now, and they want to go the owner-operator route. You know, he's a good example. You know, I've never worked for a company. I've never been a company driver. But he's got some good content. I actually watch his videos from time to time. You know, I might not watch all of them, but I do watch quite a few of his videos. And I'm always rooting for his channel, man. I'll shout him out right now. Listen, guys, go follow, go sub to Interstate Made Me. Real good dude. I don't know him personally, never talked to him, but I could just, you know, I like positive people, and he's very positive, and that's what I enjoy about his content. You know, I don't ever go on this channel and listen to a whole bunch of profanity, or, you know, I don't do profanity, so when I can find a good, clean channel to watch, I enjoy it, man. I'm not a trucker, but I enjoy your vlogs. What's a DEF tank? That's diesel exhaust fluid. That's for the newer trucks. It's basically a rip-off by the government. It's just a money-making thing. That's all it is. It's supposed to make it safer for these trucks to idle and not pollute the environment. But it's all money-making. It's a scam. That's all it is. Somebody's getting paid. So all trucks made after, I believe, 2009, I want to say, they got to have a DEF tank on it. So that's what a DEF tank is. It stands for diesel exhaust fluid. What are the top trucking YouTube that I watch? That's a funny question, man. Y'all trying to put me on the spot, ain't you? My favorite YouTube trucking channel is, drum roll, Gentry and Son. Shout out to Tim Gentry, man. Gentry and Son. That's my favorite YouTube channel, trucking channel. And as I get closer and closer to Tim, I start to get a little anxiety. I start to get nervous, you know. I'm creeping up on him in regards to subs. And it's one of those Jordan-Kobe moments. You know, when Kobe came in the league and he gave Jordan his respect. You know, that's how I feel about Tim Gentry. I enjoy his content. I've been subscribed to his channel for years. And I've been watching Tim's channel for years, long before he had 100,000 subscribers. I've been following his journey. And I enjoy his content. So shout out to Tim and Braxton. You know, it's funny because somebody came in my comment section the other day, a while back actually, and made a comment about Tim and his son Braxton and how me and my son remind him of Tim and Braxton. 40? 40? Alright, so it looks like this guy's gotta get on door 40. And I'm still waiting. But yeah, Tim Gentry, Gentry and Son is probably my favorite trucking YouTube channel. I do watch a couple other channels also. I'm not biased. You know, I'll even watch Alex the trucking guy. You know, so a lot of guys think because I drive a manual truck and, you know, I'm biased. No, I'm not biased, man. I'll watch the automatic trucking guy. I don't know if you guys follow Alex the trucking guy, but he's probably got about 1 million subscribers. So at the end of the day, he's doing something right. So, you know, I try to watch channels that I could learn something from in regards to social media, not necessarily driving, because I'm not going to learn much from Alex in regards to driving. He's actually relatively new driver. I've been doing this way before him. So I'm not going to learn much from him in regards to driving, but I actually enjoy his conversations. You know, I'm not a talker. I'm not big on talking, but sometimes I just wish I could talk like Alex. Like this guy will just sit there and talk for 2 hours straight. I can't do that. You know, when I upload these videos, I literally talk for about 5 minutes, then I take a break and I go drive for another 10-15 minutes and I think of something else and I start recording again, but I can't sit there and talk for 2 hours. This guy will talk your ears off. So when it comes to talking, Alex the trucking guy. Alex Nino also, the little short guy. He's a talker. I'm not a talker. But I also watch Bruce Wilson stuff also. Who else? So I watch some of Bruce, but I watch a lot of Tim Gentry, Gentry and Son. That's probably the channel that I watch the most. And you guys probably know all these channels I'm mentioning. So if you guys are in the trucking world or you follow trucking channels, you probably know all of those channels I just mentioned. Yeah, that's the thing, man. A lot of people tell me they don't care if I talk. They'll just sit there and listen to my truck all day. But sometimes I gotta. It's cold outside, so I can't have my windows down all the time. So what you guys hear is not really what my truck sounds like. My truck sounds a whole lot different from the outside. These videos, especially when I record from this camera right here, it's got the wind reduction on it, so you guys don't actually hear the real sound. My cell phone will give you a better idea what my truck sounds like. When you hear those shorts that I've done in the past, that's a more accurate representation of what my truck sounds like. These cameras right here will never give you the true sound because it actually reduces the background noise. And the Jake brake and the truck in the background is the background noise. It's getting dark in here. Let me cut this light on. What division? It's probably it's always gonna be oversized, man. Those guys make a killing. But there's a lot of rules and regulations, that come with hauling oversized. I'm actually thinking about venturing into oversized. Once I get out of reefer, that's probably gonna be my next move. All right, Robert, I'll check him out. When was the last time I drove in the snow? Last winter. I drive in the snow every year. I don't really like to, but I'm not afraid to drive in snow. I used to run a dedicated lane from Ohio back to the Northeast, and whether it was sleet, rain, snow, or sunshine, the journey went on. I never backed down. There was one instance where I had to make an executive decision and says, I'm shutting it down for the night. That's it. I was going from Ohio to Pennsylvania, and it started snowing while I was in Ohio, and it was really starting to come down, man. It was like probably about 2 inches an hour. It was coming down, and I said, you know what? I got to Hubbard, Ohio by Truck Row. There's a Pilot Flying J in the back over there, and I went and shut it down at the Pilot for the night. And when I got up in the morning, there was about 16 to 18 inches of snow on my truck. And I'm glad I shut it down because that gave them enough time to clear the roads and all that. So when I got started in the morning, the roads were fine. But going through the snow at night can be a nightmare, man. How's Jimmy doing? Jimmy is good, man. He called me yesterday, but I was busy. I called him back. He was busy. So I'll probably call him a little later on tonight. Maybe when I'm riding back, I'll give him a call. But Jimmy is a good dude, man. Yeah, cattle hauling is a good business to be in too. It's just a matter of finding customers, Yeah, I used to go to Michigan a lot. Not anymore. I haven't been to Michigan in probably about 2 years because I don't like DOT in Michigan. They're just extra. That's the best way to put it. DOT in Michigan, they just seem to always be out to prove a point, man. So I like to go into Michigan at night and get out early in the morning before DOT is out and about, because DOT will try to make an example out of you, man. I haven't been to Chicago in a long time, but I used to go to Chicago a lot back in like 2017, 2018, and a little of 2019. I used to go to Chicago a lot. Before trucking, what was my job before trucking? I actually worked in the kitchen, man. I was a prep cook. I wasn't a chef, but I was a prep cook. That was my job before trucking. And that was back in 2008, I believe. Yeah, 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. Yeah, Chicago's very own. Yeah, that was my last job, man. I was a cook. And prior to that, I had no experience, no knowledge of trucking. I just discovered trucking and I went all in. But I used to get good paying loads coming out of Michigan, so I used to like going up to Michigan, man. It's just a matter of dealing with the DOTs up there. That was the fun. All right, guys, we got some action over here. Let me lower this camera real quick so y'all can see. We got some action, guys. I think I'm getting a door. We got some action. Should be good right there. All right, so it looks like he's getting off the door now. So it should be getting loaded shortly. Michigan versus Washington. Are we talking, what sport are we talking? Yeah, back in the 90s, man, trucking was everything, man. You know, when E-Log and all that extra stuff came around, that was like the end of trucking, man. You know, I'm on paper. I don't run E-Log, by the way. But I don't know how you guys do it, man. You know, I got a couple friends of mine, they run E-Log and they spend more time sitting around and working. I don't know how you guys do it, man. It's 5:43 p.m. right now. I'm on East Coast time. College football, I haven't watched any college football this year, but if I was to go off my instinct, I would probably say Michigan. Hartford 860, what's good, Connecticut? So for you guys who don't know this, I used to live in Connecticut. Hartford was home for years. Connecticut was my home. I don't live there anymore, but I still have good connections back home in Connecticut. My mechanic is still in Connecticut. My friends, all my trucking friends, most of them are still in Connecticut. Before I got into trucking, what was my other option? You know, I went through a phase in life where I was trying to figure things out. So between 2007 and 2009, yeah, I probably went through a phase where I had to figure some things out, man. And during that time, I discovered trucking. But yeah, I was, like I said, I was just a prep cook working in the kitchen. I did that for like 7 years. You know, it was a pretty decent job at the time. I look back at it now. You know, back then I was probably making like 20 bucks an hour. And I had full coverage, insurance and all that. So it wasn't a bad job at the time. In 2009, that was decent money. You know, now that's probably the equivalent of minimum wage, you know, but yeah, back then that was decent money. What's good, Terrell? North Carolina in the house. What up? How do you do paper log? Maybe I'll do a video one of these days and I'll show you guys how to do paper log. But it's pretty simple though. Alright, so this guy is off the door now, so I think I can go back up on door 44 now. So this is my door right here, guys. So listen, man, when you're backing up, it's all about your setup. So I know there's somebody out there watching right now. I pull up next to this door right here, and when my drive tire hits the line right here by the door, that's when you want to start swinging. So let me see. Yeah, when your drive tire hit that line right there by the door, that's when you swing out. And you pay attention to your mirror. And you swing it back this way. And my trailer is going to be lined up with that spot. And I'm on live right now. And I should be able to back this up one shot. Because my setup was that good. So you guys will be able to tell if I did a pull-up. Based on what I see, it looks pretty good. The trick is don't oversteer and don't understeer. So when I back up on the door, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna show you guys. Now I'm not gonna back up all the way because I gotta open up my doors. And I'm almost on the door right now, guys. And that's it. Let's go check it out. So like I said, I gotta open up my doors, so I'm probably gonna pull forward when they come outside. But we on the door, man. That's it. So when you back it up, man, it's all about how you set up. You know, a lot of guys struggle backing up. Alright guys, my phone keeps reconnecting. But what I was saying is, when you drive a truck like mine with a long wheelbase, it's very important that you know how to calculate those turns correctly. I'm gonna pull up just a little because I know I gotta open up my doors. But we go, we on the door though. I'm actually gonna go out there and remove my load bars. Because I believe they're gonna open my door from the inside. So I'm gonna go look over here on this guy's truck right here. And I'll be able to tell if they open the doors from the inside. Yeah, they're gonna open the doors from the inside. So I'm gonna remove my load bars. Then again, I'm not gonna remove my load bars because if I do and they seal this trailer, what is the FMCA requirements for logs and who needs to use E-log? So basically, if your truck is year 99 or older, you don't need to be on E-log, or if your motor is 99 or older, you don't need an E-log. My motor is a 99, my truck is a 2000, so they go by the motor, not the truck. How long do I have to wait to get loaded? It could be as fast as 15 minutes or as long as 15 hours. I have no control over the wait time. That's one of the worst things about hauling refrigerated. You will sit here and wait all day to be loaded. Technically, if I wanted to, I could use the E-Log with this motor, with this truck. I have the setup, but I'm exempt, so I would never. Yeah, that's a nice wheelbase right there, 305. Actually, I regret not stretching my truck longer. I was gonna go 210, but I went to 300, and I regret it now. I wish it was actually 315. Prior to this, my truck's wheelbase was very short. I had a factory 264 or something like that. It was short, you know, it was right up against the reefer unit. But I stretched it to 300 back in 22. Yeah, 2022. I stretched it to 300. Real good work. Alex Truck Repair up in New Jersey did my stretch. It wasn't cheap, but they did good work though. Nah, this has been my only truck, man. I started from day one in this truck. Prior to this, I owned several straight trucks. I owned some box trucks. I used to do home deliveries. I had a box truck business. But this is my only truck, man. I started out in this long extended hood, 18 speed from day one. And I'm self-taught. Everything that I know, I taught myself how to drive the truck, everything. So it was a steep learning curve, like I said. I went from a 10 speed to an 18 speed. So yeah, there was a lot I had to learn along the way. Yeah, when you get down to like Texas and states like that, man, you'll see a lot of stretched out trucks, man. Pennsylvania's got some of the nicest trucks on the Northeast, though. PA boys, they got some nice trucks, man. PA, Texas, and believe it or not, man, you go out to California, you'll see some nice trucks, but they're just not my kind of truck. Ain't my cup of tea, you know. If it's not something that's spitting out black smoke, I don't want it. Yeah, man, you remember when I first grabbed her, yeah? Yeah, still got a lot more work to do, especially on the exterior, but it's getting there. Yeah, Texas got some nice trucks, man. It's been a while since I've been down to Texas. You know, I used to go to Texas a lot. But it's been a while. But I used to go down to Houston a lot. I go into Dallas a lot. Yeah, I know you got the little Scanias. You know, these Scania guys always get on me on TikTok, call my truck old and Stone Age, but I love my truck, man. You know, when you drive a truck like this, you have a presence on the road, man. Listen, sometimes I'm on the freeway, and for example, if I'm in the left lane and there's a four-wheeler in the right lane doing like 60, 65 miles an hour, You know, I'm coming through doing like 70. And as soon as I get close, they'll speed up. Why? This truck has a intimidation factor to it, especially at night. You know, so they'll speed up, and I'll watch like a regular truck, like a Cascadia or a Volvo go by, and they don't move. But the minute I get close, man, a lot of these trucks, they speed up. They hear the noise coming out of the exhaust, not even a Jake brake, just the noise just coming down the road. You know, so they get scared sometimes, and they'll just speed up on me. And then I'll just hit the throttle, and I'll speed up right with them. And we'll start doing like 75, 80, 85 together, and then they'll finally get the clue, like, all right, this truck can roll with me. And they'll back off, and they'll just let me go. That's it. That's all you had to do, man. Just let me go about my business. I wasn't trying to race you. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Sometimes, you know, they just start getting scared for no reason. No need to get scared, man. When you see a truck coming, just maintain your lane. Don't do nothing abnormal. Just be normal. Everything will be all right, for the most part. You know, it's when people start panicking and doing weird stuff, you know, that's when bad stuff happens, man. And I'm supposed to be recording some content right now. You guys are killing my content time. So if I ain't got no content to drop in the next 2 days, you guys know why. Yeah, man, these trucks are expensive to work on, Alex. When I rebuilt this motor back in 2018, that cost me almost 40 grand back then, and now it would be a lot more, because last year, back in 2023, I believe Caterpillar went up by 15% on all parts. So it'll probably be closer to like 50 grand right now if I had to do this motor right now. Check those photos I sent you. Let me check them out, Robert. Let's see. Robert sent me some more photos, guys. Oh, that's a nice truck, man. So, Robert, where's the truck now? I know you said your dad passed away, but where's the truck? Do you still have the truck? So there's a truck right there, guys. That's a truck Robert just sent me right there. That's a beautiful Pete, man. Nice long wheelbase. That's a nice truck, man. Flat top. Yeah, that's fire, man. So I guess this is what it looked like before. So it definitely came a long way, man. So Robert, what's the deal with the truck now, man? You still have it, or what's the deal? And this was back in 2010, so that was a motor back then. So that's what, almost 14 years ago. Yeah, that's a clean ride, man. See, this is what I love about going live, man. Just being able to interact with you guys. You know, I don't ever want to be that content creator who just posts content and just get on here, post content, and that's it. You know, I like the fact that I'm able to get on here and get to know about, you know some of you guys, know about you guys. You know, I don't ever want to just post content and just disappear and be ghosts on you guys. Greetings from, oh man, Sweden. What's good, Sweden? That's the Scania land right there. Swedish. Yeah, man, they all about the Scanias over there. I just watched Bruce channel a couple weeks ago when he was over in Sweden, touring the Scania factories. They got some powerful trucks over there, I tell you that much. I saw a couple videos when he was test driving on the Scania racetrack there, or the test track. Yeah, them trucks was pulling, man. Greetings from Jamaica. Big up, Jamaica. Big up. Cat's boss. What's good, bro? Well, yeah, guys, this is what I do for the most part, man. I'll just sit here and be bored out my mind, or I'm probably editing some videos for the most part, you know, while I sit around and wait. Let me go in the back, man, so you guys can see me. I turn this blue light on, you ain't gonna be able to see me. But let me go in the back. Let me put this phone on a tripod and go in the back so y'all can see me, man. See, I'm always prepared, man. I got the tripod with me, you know, just in case I gotta go live or something, you know. Never know. Let's set it up back here, man. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be right here for at least another 2 hours. I don't see these guys get me loaded quicker than that. You know, they couldn't even get me on the door, so I don't see them get me off the door any quicker. That's a little better. All right, let me get up in this chat and answer a couple questions real quick. And by the way, guys, man, I'm gonna start. I gotta put together a team of moderators, man. You know, if I'm gonna be going live more often, you know, I'm gonna need some moderators on here. So, you know, looking for some people who are like-minded. You know, y'all see what I'm about. You know, I like to keep my content clean and positive, uplifting. So I'm definitely gonna be reaching out for a couple moderators to moderate these lives and stuff, you know. Greeting from the Netherlands. What's good, Amsterdam, Netherlands? What up? I'm starving. I ain't got no food with me. Listen, I didn't plan on being on the road today, so I really have no food in the truck. My son was on the truck with me last week, so he left his fruit snacks, so this is my food right now. So I'm probably just gonna eat a couple fruit snacks and call it a night. I had lunch earlier, but that was it. Yeah, you could gross 100K, but you just gotta have an oversized permit to gross that. You know, you just can't just gross that in a reefer or in a dry van. You gotta have the right permit in order to do that. It is 6:06 p.m. right now, Eastern time. I'm on East Coast time. I'm in North Carolina. Yeah, man, nothing but positivity, Marco. This is what happens when you post positive, good content. Your channel grows fast. You know, like I told you guys, man, I started this journey 6 months ago. Back in June was my first upload. And here we are, 6 months later, going on month number 7 now. And the channel is growing at a rapid rate. You know, every single day, I get at least 1,000 new subscribers every single day for the last month or so. So, you know, we're doing something right, you know. So I'm grateful for it all. I appreciate it. You know, I don't take it for granted. You know, when I look at other trucking channels and I see how slow those channels are growing, you know, it makes me really appreciate what's happening over here. Nah, not all owner operators gross over 100K. You gotta have a oversized permit to haul that stuff. And that's what I appreciate about this channel, Marco. You know, the fact that you just mentioned, my mom and I watch your videos. You know, I can't stress this enough. You know, I put out content where people could enjoy, but also sit in a family environment and still enjoy it. You know, a lot of these channels, you can't watch with your kids. You can't watch with your mother. If you have respect for your mother, that is. You know, and I take pride in knowing that anybody could watch my content and not have to worry about, you know, the language or certain topics. So I take pride in that. All right, well, let's get it, man. You've been catching a lot of streams. You got the moderation experience. Let's get it, you know. Like I said, I'm just looking for a few like-minded people out there who understand me, understand what I'm about, and can represent me, you know. Listen, guys, I know a year from now, we're going to be having a whole different conversation. You know, I'm trusting God, and I believe something great is going to happen over here. And you guys will be around for it. You know, so I'm gearing up. There are some things I have in the pipeline. You know, when I get to 200K, I'm going to do a nice giveaway. So that's probably going to be next month, hopefully, if the channel keeps trending in the same direction. So I'm going to do a nice giveaway when I get to 200K. And recently I've been getting a lot of questions asked about merch. It's something I'm considering, you know, start some merch, you know, so you guys are able to support the channel in other ways other than just watching and viewing these videos. But I'm definitely looking into the merch and a couple other things. And I have a couple affiliates I'm going to start working with, so I'll talk more about that another time. But something great is going to happen on this channel, man. And I'm just trusting God, and I'm just trusting the process. You know, it all happened so quickly that I wasn't able to really sit back and just take it all in. You know, I started the channel in June, and July, August, October, I had my 100K plaque. You know, so that was crazy, man. You know, when I watch all these videos prior to starting the channel, I watched a lot of videos, man. I did a lot of research. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I was hesitant to start the channel. When I saw the slow grind and what everybody went through. And then I got on here and I just posted, I was monetized after 3 shorts. 3 shorts, guys. That's crazy. 1 short, I was monetized off of 1 short. That short with me and my son going to the weigh station. Once that short hit 10 million views or plays, whatever they say on YouTube. Once that short hit 10 million plays, I was monetized the second month on YouTube. So that's crazy. And after that, it was just a snowball effect. You know, I put up another short, and I thought no way possible I would have hit another 10 million views off another short. And this short actually doubled the performance of the other short. You know, the first short hit 21 million views and the second one hit 42 million views. So like, man, you know, it's just been a snowball effect from there, man. It's, you know, I told you guys in the last live stream I did, I'm focusing more now on the longer content. You know, I'm getting the subscribers, they're coming in, but I'm focusing more on my longer content now. You know, when I first got on here, I realized for me, the quickest way to be monetized and get my channel out there was to post shorts, you know, because that's what I'm used to. I came from TikTok, you know, so I was used to posting short content. So for me, it was a transition, recording, editing, and uploading these longer content. But I'm getting real comfortable now. You know, the hardest part for me was to edit these videos. But we're getting there. If you guys go back and watch my very first upload of my longer content to my most recent, it's totally different. You know, it's like night and day. So I'm definitely learning as I go. And as I get better at this editing, it's all going to come together. You know, it's just a matter of time. I just give it time. I'm not rushing the process. You know, I'm grateful for what has happened so far. But yeah, I'm just munching on my son's fruit snack, guys. That's my little snack right now. For the boys, win. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's my goal. Hartford A6. So my goal is to get to 500,000 subscribers in 2024. That's my goal. And it's crazy because I was sitting around talking to my wife the other day, and as I'm talking to her and I'm telling her my goals for the channel for 2024, and I get on YouTube and I start going through my comment section, and I see a comment from one of my subs, Edwin. I don't know if he's on the live or not, you know, but he left a pretty lengthy comment, and he basically said, I could easily see your channel growing and getting to 500K this year. And I'm like, man, he literally said everything I just said to my wife. You know, that is literally my goal for 2024. So yeah, I speak it into existence, man. That is my goal for this channel this year. Yeah, Angel, I'm definitely mindful of that. Like I said, man, I'm trying to get to know my subs a little better before I start actually doing the selection process for the moderators. Yeah, I'm in my truck right now. I'm parked up, getting loaded. Don't mind the mess over here, by the way. That's just my jacket. Yeah, I'm in my truck getting loaded right now. Picking up a load of pigs, hogs, pork. I don't eat pork, by the way, but I'll still haul it. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just doing a job. It's not a religious reason or anything. I just don't eat pork. Black Dot 95. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Tar Heel, North Carolina right now. Jeffrey, the load is going back to North Carolina. It's actually South Carolina, sorry. It's going to South Carolina, but it's right at the border. Charlotte, Fort Mill. So I'm delivering into Fort Mill tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. How do I stay motivated? When I think about where I'm coming from, how my life started, my journey, it's hard not to be motivated, man. You know, I grew up not having a father. My dad died when I was just 3 years old. So I didn't have the daddy experience. You know, a lot of things I missed out on as a child, not having a father. So it motivates me to want to do better for my kids. So that's how I stay motivated. Sometimes when I think about giving up or quitting, you know, I think about my kids. You know, if I give up, what's next? Are you down in Durham? Okay, you're off the 85. You know, I just feel like, you know, for me, it's more than trucking, man. I come on here to inspire others. You know, a lot of people, man, go through things in life that are life-changing. You know, life doesn't stop there. You know, push on, carry on. pick up the pieces. You know, I could have used not having a father to be an excuse not to be a productive member of society. But instead, that drove me to be everything I wish I had in a father. You know, I missed that aspect of not knowing my father. Yeah, but that's how I stay motivated. Marco's mom. What's good, Marco's mom? Sylvia, how you doing, Sylvia? Sylvia, I'm always going to keep this content clean and positive and uplifting so you can sit back and enjoy the content with Marco. You ain't never got to worry, all right? Marv, always going to keep it nice and positive. I don't know if you have grandkids. You can watch it with your grandkids, too. You know, maybe they'll be inspired to grow up one day and be a trucker, you know? Who knows? Yeah, I still use True Blue. I actually need to polish my wheels now. I'm actually going to do a video. Whenever it's not cold outside anymore, it's been cold a few days, but the next time I wash my truck and I'm parked up for the weekend and it's anything over 40 degrees, I'm going to polish my wheels. So I'll do a full video on that. Hey Jeffrey, just stay positive, man. Whatever it is that's preventing you from driving right now, just remain positive. Just know that at the end of every dark tunnel, there's always going to be light, man. Antonio, man. No problem, bro. Keep going. Don't give up. You know, trucking was a rough phase for a lot of people last year, man. Myself included. I didn't work for the majority of 2023 last year. I stayed home because it wasn't worth it being on the road. You know, the loads were so cheap that I just decided it was in my best interest just to stay home. So it was during that time that I discovered, you know, content creating. I started on TikTok back in, I want to say back in May. I became monetized on TikTok. You know, in my first month on TikTok, I made some good money. You know, when I tell people how much I made off TikTok my first month, they said, no way, that's not possible. But, you know, just for transparency, I made $7,000 my first month being monetized on TikTok. And from there on, you know, I just kept posting, and then my TikTok blew up. I went from around 50,000 followers to I finished the year with 164,000 or something like that, 62, somewhere like that. You know, so there's money out there in content creating. I never understood when people said my job was a content creator, but now I do. Now I do. I never understood back then, but now I do. You know, this YouTube stuff is a game changer. You know, it's, you know, I get on here and I post content and I enjoy it, but there's also an incentive behind it. So that is something that motivates you also. It's not just getting on here posting content knowing that millions of people across the world are going to see your content and you're now popular, but there is also financial incentive behind it that also motivates us. Owner operators gross 25 to 35K a month. It's possible. That was a norm. That was a norm back in, you know, 2020, 2021. You know, it was actually more than that at one point. But It all depends how much you work, man. It all depends how motivated you are. You know, I started out the year pretty good, but odds are I'm gonna take some time off before the month is over. And guys, by the way, my birthday is Saturday, so I'm probably just gonna go out on Tuesday, bring that load to Connecticut, find a load, and spin back around and be back home for Friday. Because I'm not spending my birthday on the road. I've done that in the past, but I'm not doing that now. You've got a lot of experience, Jeffrey. Well-rounded trucker. Hey, I appreciate it, Albert. You see, Angel, the thing about owning a fleet, man, comes with a lot of responsibility, man. It's a headache. Sometimes in trucking, owning less is actually better. The more trucks you own, obviously, the more you'll probably gross. Not necessarily make. The more you'll gross. But it comes with a lot of headache, man. Hey, appreciate it, Antonio. Hartford 860, appreciate it. I've been sitting here since 2:30. I came here at 2:30. It's now 6:30 almost, so 4 hours. And they haven't touched my trailer yet. But I just got on the door maybe about 30 minutes ago. What do you say, guys? About 30, 35 minutes ago, I backed up on the door. Yeah, the problem is, man, when you own a lot of trucks, the problem is not the trucks, it's the drivers. It's hard to find good drivers. You know, you could own 2 trucks and make more money than a guy that owns 10 trucks. So you've been around for a while, Jeffrey. So whatever it is that's holding you back from being in the truck right now, man, I just hope it's just a season in life and you're able to get back to what you love doing, man. Javier, I'm sitting here in Orangeburg, South Carolina, waiting to get loaded. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. Big fan, brother, doing your thing. Hey, I appreciate it, Javier Hernandez. Appreciate you, brother. I hope you get loaded and get rolling soon. Yeah, but I miss running Texas, man. I used to love going to Texas. I used to love running from Florida to Texas. That was my favorite route. Just all flat on the 10 all the way in. Speed limit is 70. So, you know, I do 75 the whole way. Nobody don't bother you. That was one of my favorite routes, man. That's a tough one, Antonio. I don't know any place off the top of my head where I would recommend to buy a truck. You know, I haven't shopped for a truck in over 8 years, so yeah, I couldn't really tell you where to go. You'd have to maybe ask somebody who recently bought a truck or something. Marvelous Marv Mechanic in Michigan. I've never heard of him. Never heard of him, man. But I'm the real Marvelous Marv over here, man. No, it's funny, man. It was just a little nickname people came up with, and I just ran with it. People call me all type of names that rhyme with Marvin, Starvin, Marvin, all kind of. So I just ran with Marvelous Marv, and it just took off. So can't really get rid of it now. What is the significance of the date behind me? So if you notice over here, it says the American Dream, established May 24th, 1997. So on May 24th, 1997, at the age of 12 years old, I immigrated from the tiny Caribbean island of Jamaica to the United States of America. So what you're looking at right here is the American Dream, man. So the American Dream, established May 24th, 1997. So when I did the interior of my truck, I wanted to put something in the truck that meant something to me, something that was significant to me. So that's what I came up with. Do I get paid for sitting? Yeah, I do actually, which you just reminded me to start the detention clock. Yeah, I do. So they're probably gonna have to pay me some detention. Normally detention is after 2 hours. Some brokers will try to stretch it to 3 hours, but this broker will pay me after 2 hours. So I just got to get in the app and start the detention. Hey, I appreciate it, Sylvia. Starving Marvin, 3406E. Marvin is, well, I'm actually kind of starving a little bit right now. I just ate some of my son's fruit snacks. But I do have a nice meal at home waiting on me if these folks would just load me so I could go about my business. Did I go to school? No, I went to school. I went to school in Connecticut, but it wasn't in Hartford, no. I went to school in Willimantic. I went to Wyndham High, Wyndham Middle, Wyndham High. That's where I went to school at. Yeah, I was born in Jamaica, but I've been living in America now for almost 27 years, so America is home, man. This is what I know for the majority of my life. No, I don't know Jimmy from Jamaica, no. Every Jamaican don't know each other, by the way. Yeah, but that's a meaning of this. I get asked about it a lot, so I always have to explain it, but I don't mind. You know, people are always gonna ask. You know, it's a good question. You know, it's a bunch of dates back there, so that's a good question, though. Yeah, I just got to get in this app right now and start this detention request. Because if I don't start this, then they'll try to flip it on me and say, hey, you didn't request detention. My authority is almost 13 years old, man. My authority was started back in 2012. I started a company in 2011, but I started operation in 2012. Yeah, actually, yeah, 12 years old, yeah. Yeah, 2011 was when I started, but I didn't actually start the operation until 2012, so 12 years. Marlon, what's up, Marlon Duncan? What's good, brother? Where you checking in from? But Ernie, no, I don't know Jimmy. The only Jimmy I know is my friend out of Chicago. That's the only Jimmy I know. Actually, I know another Jimmy back in Connecticut, but he don't drive trucks. What inspired you into trucks? I just discovered trucking one day. I got curious, and I just went and got my CDL and got in a truck. You know, like I said, I owned a couple box trucks before I owned semi trucks. So I always wanted to take it to the next step, and that's exactly what I did. Sub-Zero, welcome on board, man. What do I think about a company school? They'll get you on the road real quick. I don't know if you will necessarily get the right training, you know, because these companies, they just want you on the road because that's the only time it's beneficial to them on the road. You're of no benefit when you're in the yard training, so they're going to push to get you on the road. Sometimes I feel like, you know, these guys need some more training before they get on the road. You know, I went to a good CDL school, and I was there for over 2 months. It was supposed to be an 8-week program, but I was only there on the weekends, you know, because I was working during the week and I would go to school on the weekends. But it ended up taking almost 4 months because at the time, the school was so backed up. When it was time to go on the road and drive, they didn't have any trucks. They didn't have a lot of trainers or teachers up there at the time. So every week I would go on weekends, and when it was time to drive, I couldn't get in the truck. And before you graduated, you needed to have a certain amount of hours logged on the road before you were able to graduate. So they wouldn't road test you until you got a certain amount of hours. Yes, Davian. Yeah, you had to spend a lot of time in the classroom first. I spent the first 2 weekends in the classroom before I even touched the truck when I went to school. So you spend a good portion. Now, I was on the FAST program, which was supposed to get me out of there in 2 months. Now, if you were taking the slow beginners program, you were in the classroom for months before you even got outside, because that was that program was almost a year. So those are the people who have no experience in trucking, no prior knowledge, never driven a truck before. You know, you would take the long course. But I already knew how to drive the truck. I just needed a license. So I took the fast course, and I was out of there in less than 3 months. But like I said, I only went on the weekends. I wasn't there during the week. Appreciate your videos. I just started driving a year ago. Still very new to this business. Okay, hey, appreciate that, bro. Keep watching them. I'm gonna keep posting them, and you know, I try to drop knowledge as much as I can. You know. Hartford 860. Be more specific, man, because now I'm wondering who is Hartford 860. Give me a hint. Give me a clue, man. I might have missed it, but Cat did the. No, Cat never touched this truck. I might have missed it, but Cat did the part. No aftermarket, for sure. All genuine Cat. I'm trying to get a response from this broker here. Yeah, but you can go that route, Sub-Zero. You can go that route. Um, but just know that sometimes, those companies will put you in some unsafe environment. You being on the road by yourself in a semi truck after 2 3 weeks of training, that's a dangerous situation, man. So you want to make sure that whatever school you choose or whatever trucking company you choose to go with, they're just not going to have you in an unsafe environment. You know, there are situations out here where you can only learn from being in those situations, like bringing a truck down a 7-mile long mountain while the truck is loaded. That's only something you can learn from the actual experience. School will mentally prepare you for it, but when you're behind the wheel going down a mountain in a loaded truck, that's a whole different ballgame, man. All that classroom stuff and all those pep talks that you had with your trainer, you're on your own now. So it's a real world. You only get one shot. All it takes is one mistake and it's over. It's over for you and it's over for a lot of people. So I would just say, whatever company you go with, just make sure it's somebody who's gonna actually prepare you to be on the road. Somebody who's gonna have you in a truck with a real trainer who's out there training you, not some rookie who needs to be trained himself. Because that's the thing with a lot of these mega carriers. A lot of these guys who are training, they need training themselves. I see so many times I go to a truck stop and I see a trainer trying to show his trainee how to back up a truck. And I got to get out my truck and show the trainer the correct way to teach his trainee. So you just got to be careful, man, what company you choose to go with. Hartford 860, give me a clue, man. Drop a hint so I can know who I'm talking to. Yeah, Marco, a lot of these companies, man, they'll just push you to get on the road. And the reason why they're able to do this is because they have their own insurance. These big mega carriers, they're self-insured. So, okay, Hartford 860 Tremont, got you. Okay, my old neighbor on Tremont, got you, bro, got you. Yeah, but a lot of these companies, man, they'll just push you to get on the road, because it's beneficial to them. But you gotta take your time, man. Trucking is not something you want to rush. I remember when I first got on the road by myself. I look back at it now. Man, I took my time. When I got into situations where I wasn't sure, I would be going down these mountains doing 25 miles an hour just to be on the shore side. And I see these guys fly by doing 60, 75, 80 miles an hour. And I'm like, man, am I going too slow? Am I doing something wrong? But eventually you figure it out. You get to a point now where you get comfortable going down these mountains doing 45 and 50 miles an hour and knowing the right gear to be in while going down. Yeah, that's why they stay in business. If they were not self-insured, they wouldn't be in business. Because if I was to get into a wreck right now, I've never been in an accident. I've never had a moving violation. And I guarantee you, if I was to get into a wreck right now, when my insurance is up and it's time to renew my policy, I would probably have to shop for a new policy just by one accident. No, I've never hauled tanker, man. Never hauled tanker. My next venture is to get into oversized. That's probably what I'm going to do next once I get out of this reefer. Yeah, so I'm looking into an RGN. Get me a nice RGN. And start pulling some oversized freight. Yeah, a lot of these trainers, man, 3406E, a lot of these trainers, they don't know what they're talking about, man. So many times, like I told you guys, I go to a truck stop and I see the trainer get out and he's showing the trainee how to back up the truck, and they're sitting there for 15, 20 minutes trying to back up the truck. And I'm like, you know what, let me just get out and go show them what to do. You know, because I'm the type of person like this, if I see somebody backing up and they're struggling, I'm going to get out the truck and I'm going to go out there and help you. I'm not going to sit there and record you, and I'm not going to wait for you to hit something. I'm going to get out. The minute I see you struggling, whatever I'm doing in the truck, I could be laying in my bed right now. If I see somebody struggling right now, I get out my bed, I put on my shoes. If it's cold outside, I put on my jacket and I go outside. You know, because I'm not going to watch you hit somebody's truck while somebody else is recording you, laughing at you. You know, at some point, we were all a rookie trucker. At some point, everybody was. You know, so it is what it is. You know, some people, they take a little more time. You know, they don't learn as fast, and some people catch on real fast. Right. Absolutely, Mike. Yeah, man. Drivers who respect the truck, respect the equipment, have knowledge of the equipment, those are the people you want in your truck. Misdemeanor, you're in the right place, man. You are in the right place. You're sub to the right channel. It's not by coincidence. You are in the right place. You sub to the right channel. Yeah, a lot of these companies, man, once you put in 2 months, 3 months on the job, you're now a trainer. You know, I remember my neighbor when I lived in Connecticut. They drove for Swift, and he was still a rookie trucker. You know, I was on the road years before him, and after about 3 months, he was a trainer. And I'm like, how you a trainer and you're still a rookie? You don't even know what you're doing. He's like, yeah, man, I got promoted to be a trainer. I said, okay. Yeah, but that's just how Swift works. That's how Warner works. You know, they'll make you a trainer instantly. Yeah, Angel. Hey, misdemeanor. Maybe you didn't sub. Maybe God hit that sub button because he wanted you over here, but you're in the right place, man. This is that good, positive channel. You know, I do post trucking content, but every now and then I might get on here, might do a live stream and chop it up with my subs, and we have a good, positive reasoning. Yes, Swift do have a bad reputation. It's not just Swift, Western Express, a couple companies out here. When I see their trucks on the highway, I try to either get by you or let you get by me, but we ain't riding next to each other. Now they're texting me to go to door 44. I'm already on door 44. It says, do not respond. Please go to door 44. Y'all saw me backed up on this door about an hour ago. So I've been sitting here for an hour. They don't even know I'm on the door yet. That's why I haven't been loaded. An hour. Each company is different, but I believe this company is about $35 an hour, and they cap you off at 200 or $250 for the night. I don't remember. But it was a decent load. I was home today. I wasn't doing much. I had my regular load scheduled for tomorrow, and I saw this load today. So I said, you know what? I'm home. I'm not doing anything. So it was about 2.5 hours to get over here to pick it up. So I just came and grabbed it. This load will at least cover my fuel for the next trip and the next trip. So that's how I look at it. This load was a load to cover some fuel for the week. And I came over here with a 3/4 tank of fuel, so I'm still almost sitting on 3/4. By the time I get back to Charlotte, it's still gonna be above half. So tomorrow now when I pick up my regular load, I'll probably just put about 500 in my fuel tank, and that's gonna take me to Connecticut. I'll be on half a tank when I get up there, another 500, and that'll bring me back down. So basically this load right here will cover my fuel to go to Connecticut and back. And what I make from those other loads in between will be all profit. Apart from the tolls. When I get up to the Northeast, those tolls are expensive. What's the furthest I've traveled? California. All the way to California. Yeah, I've done California before. I would never do it again though. I've got a question. Is there a monthly fee for the YouTube channel? And how do you go about getting one? No, there's no monthly fee for a YouTube channel. You just get on here and start your channel. Start the channel, start posting, and as long as you post good content, people are going to subscribe to your channel. I can come up with a monthly subscription, but I don't know if I'll ever do it. We'll see. Maybe eventually when the channel grows, maybe some special stuff for, somebody want to learn something, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But I don't see myself getting into that stuff. Yeah, that's a beautiful scenery right there from Ontario, Canada, California. Yeah, that's beautiful. Nah, listen, man, I told you guys on my live the other day, one of my favorite places to visit is the West Coast. I just love the scenery out there. Going through Arizona, New Mexico, Wyoming, Utah. It's just beautiful, man. I'm just driving for miles and miles, and I'm just like, man, this is beautiful. No trees. You're just looking at a bunch of mountains, red rocks, and it's just beautiful out there, man. Yeah, a lot of waiting with reefer, man. You'll be waiting all day. How many miles do I normally get in? Let's put it this way. From Charlotte to Connecticut is 770 miles. I left Charlotte the other day at 4 p.m. and I was in Connecticut at 6 a.m. the next day. That's how much miles I do in a day. I get it in, man. If I'm in the mood to drive, I'm going to drive. I don't sit around. Once I'm loaded, I'll drive. But I had no choice, man. I had to be in Connecticut for 6:30 the next day. So when I left Charlotte at 4 o'clock, I had to hit the road. I wasn't driving the whole time. Obviously, I had to stop and get some fuel. I got my son calling me. I'll call him back in a minute, though. Yeah, that's my son calling me. But I wasn't driving for the whole 12 hours or 13 hours. I stopped to get some fuel, and I stopped to get me some tea at one point. Because if I'm rolling late at night and I'm tired, I just go pull over and get me some tea, and normally that'll wake me up. I'm not away from my family for long. I am married though. No, I'm not away for long. I normally stay out a couple of days, go back home. California, that was back in 2018, so that was a long time ago. I haven't been that region in a long time. Yeah, normally if I go on the West Coast, man, that's gonna be a long trip. Yeah, I did actually. I made a video on that, Marco. Yeah, I was on my way to Connecticut, man. I had to go. Yeah, I was rolling that night, but I was on a tight time frame, man. I had to get there by a certain time. And that receiver is strict. If you're late, they'll either fine you or they won't take you at all. So, and it was kind of my fault. You know, I picked up the load on Tuesday and then I went back home. The load was delivering Thursday morning at 6 o'clock. And because I needed to go home and edit these videos, I went back home. Because I had a couple of videos that I had to edit before I left home. Because like I said, if I try to upload these videos while I'm on the road, it's just way too slow with the Wi-Fi situation. So I went back home and I edited the videos, and I actually scheduled a video to upload while I was on the road. So I was actually on the road and I got a notification that a video just dropped, and I went online and I watched it just like you guys do, because I forgot all about it. But listen, guys, my son keep calling me, so I'm about to hop off this live. He's probably getting ready to go to his bed soon. You know, he's a daddy's boy, so he's gonna keep calling me until I pick up. So it's been nice talking to you guys. And like I said, man, I'm gonna start doing some live streaming, maybe like when I'm driving, going on the road. So if you ain't got your notifications on, turn them on, because I'm definitely gonna start doing live a lot more often. And appreciate you guys tuning in, and catch you guys on the next one. All right, everybody, peace out, and I'll catch you guys later. All right.